Hey everybody, welcome back to the special edition of Kevin's Kreations here on Geektopia Island. I'm Kevin.
I'm Cardwell.
And today we're going over the set review for the New World Emerges, which is the brand new set for Force of Will. This is the month of August, so a lot of shit has changed. So be ready.
Yeah.
First off, we have the new band lists coming out. We also have the full change to Wander, so we're now in full Wander always.
Everything Wander.
And then this new set has come out. So we're gonna, again, if you haven't joined us on one of these before, it's a lot more chill of a stream, more of a video. We're gonna be going over like the set, what's in the set, what's about the set, and like each of the cards, and if we like them, if we don't like them, if they're good to play.
Yeah, that's with everything going to Wander. It's like, they're good, bad, or meh. Like now, that's all. We grinded down to pretty much that.
Yeah, and
it may be limited. We can say it's good limited if there's such a thing anymore.
Yeah, and if you know that we're both builders on decks and all kinds of stuff, we both look at cards differently, and we both value cards very differently. So we'll probably get into that on some cards where I like a card and he hates it, or vice versa.
Yeah, brewers brew and hate at the same time.
But that is what it's going to be about. Before we get into it, guys, remind you we do have a Patreon. The link is down below. Go check it out. It takes just $1 to give us some love and support. We greatly appreciate it. And then our Patreon, you'll get access to all of our videos early. You'll get access to our Discord and all our other fun stuff in there.
Also, to let you know, we actually have a Force Will deck builder app. So if you're like, I want to build a deck list, well, we got you covered. It's a FoW Grimoire on Apple or Android. Go and download the free version. You get 2 decks for free. And with this, we should be able to have the new setup up and running soon enough. So enjoy that as well.
And then we're going to delve into this. So the way we do this, we have it timestamped at the bottom underneath this. So go check it out in the comment, or like in the description. It'll timestamp what color we're at and so forth, so on. But we're going to go over each card. We're going to go over what they do and like what it's used for mostly, and like whether it's good or not.
Oh yeah.
Really simple, really chill. So,
and we just got the J rulers, and we're going to go over a couple of the starter deck cards that are new and not in this set, and then we'll get on to the set for there.
All right. So first up and foremost, we have the new thing, which is one of the Moon Children, is what they're called. So this set essentially has 3 rulers to your play game, which is odd, but it isn't as bad as you think it is. And these Moon Children are 2 of them, because usually you get partner 2, which we'll go over that in a second. But first off, Child of the Light Moon is the yellow ruler. It has Bond, which is what you have to do this. And they all pretty much do like a God's Art, and then they have this ability of mana fixing. So rest a recovered magic stone you control, produce a white or a red, play this ability only once per turn. And then God's Art, Protection of the Light Moon, pay 0, you gain barrier until the end of turn. Your opponent may not play, or your opponent may only play 1 spell a turn, or this turn. It's insanely good for that God's Art, just to be like, hey, don't do anything.
Yeah, this turn good. And I'm thinking that they were thinking of like me, who need mana fixing all the time because stones don't come out correctly. So thank you for that.
Yeah, they are really cool to just be like, hey, I get free mana fixing once a turn.
Yeah, I need this, please. Like Children of the Fire Moon is a Moon Child and a Moon Protection. That will come in later, but it has Bond as well. And its mana fixing is a red and a darkness. And then its God Art, Protection of the Moon, is pay 0. Target spell or ability cannot be canceled or returned to its owner's hand this turn. Super good, I think.
Yeah,
that's pretty awesome.
When I played these in the draft we did, this was one of the best ones. The red one was one of my favorites.
Oh yeah.
Child of the Water Moon. It is the blue one. It is Bond, rest a recovered magic stone. It produces a white or a blue. And then God's Art, Protection of the Water Moon. Pay 0, return a non-magic stone, non-J rule into your control to its owner's hand.
That's okay.
It's really cool. You can do a lot of cheeky things in this set, doing stuff like that when you're like, bounce this dude, do an extra thing. And it gets kind of ridiculous pretty quickly, but it's not like the best.
The creepiest one so far is the Child of the Wind Moon. It is a bug, or Moon Protection. But so it has a Bond. It does blue and a green for its mana fixing, or will fixing. And then God's Art's Protection of the Wind Moon. Pay 0, cancel target spell that was played without paying any will other than an additional cost. Oh, I like that, actually. It's pretty
so
good.
if you cheat in a spell, this gets to counter it.
Yep.
Which there's a lot of cards that do like Mastery, which we'll talk about, but if you do any of the Mastery things, you're like, hey, cool, counter that. No, get out of here.
Or even like with stuff like in the last set with whatever's in your graveyard, make it less. And then you're like, well,
yeah, play it for free.
Play it for free. Like,
if you play things for free, you would get countered.
Yeah.
Child of the Darkness Moon is Bond, is the black one. It is black or green, and then God's Art, Protection of the Darkness. destroy target J resonator.
Simple. Love it.
So the ones that I've seen that I enjoy the best, or I think that are the best of the 5, is the black, the red, and the white one. I think those are the 3 that are going to make the most play in tournaments and anything like that, just because having a once per game just kill target thing is really, really good.
Yeah, the black will probably be used constantly, and you should use it constantly if you're playing the new rulers. And I agree with Kevin, red and the white. I would say green, depending on how the meta shapes up.
Yeah, if there's a lot of like free stuff with green, then green could be really strong. But if there's not, then I don't see it being like super relevant.
Red is super relevant because, you know, everything counters nowadays.
Yeah.
So just like get it out of there.
And red also makes an ability not get countered, which is pretty hot. So you're like, Lorite, go home.
Yeah, Lorite,
get out of my life.
Burn off, please. Jog on.
Yeah. So one of the first rulers we have is Aristella, the Twin Prince. He is the white-blue ruler. He is partner 2 Moonchild, which all that means as long as the ruler has bond, you can play 2 of the little moon children. And then Homeland Cocoon, they all have this, the new rulers. At the beginning of the game, you may reveal a Cocoon edition you own from outside the game and put it in the field.
That's powerful.
What makes this so good is it just says Cocoon. It doesn't matter if it's their Cocoon or a different Cocoon. So the ability to mix and match your game style is insane. Yeah. So you can literally sideboard Cocoons and be like, I need to use this next time. And not use my own. Because like their own edition helps them a lot better for certain things, but you may not care or you may not need to. So it gets kind of crazy.
It is wild that Force of Will seems to be using their sideboard only for just extra cards for your deck and not actually an actual sideboard, or traditionally, I guess. Yeah. Which is pretty cool.
Yeah, but it's not necessary, so you can do it if you want to, you don't have to. That's the great part of it.
Yep, and the note on these partners, if you do the starter deck, for some reason they have partner 1, but if you get it out in the wild, you get partner 2. So keep that in mind if you want to buy a starter deck or not.
Yeah. And sorry.
No, it's all good. Yeah, I spoke it. See, it's loose, it's chill. So
yeah, we're chilling.
Azuka, Grave Keeper of Tsukuyami. Did I do it right?
You did, yeah. Proud of you.
Thank you. This looks badass. I like the art. Partner 2 Moonchild, so anything with a bond. Homeland Cocoon. At the beginning, you may reveal a cocoon of your choice outside the game and put it in the field. Simple. Their special abilities are depending on which, things you go get.
Yeah. Again, this is the other one that is one of the starter decks. So if you do get the starter deck one, it only has partner 1. Don't know why they did that, but it is. And you also realize that we've not talked about their backsides because they don't have one.
Which is wild.
Kind of wild, but that's what the set does, and we'll go over that in a little bit when we get to that point in the part.
Yeah.
But all of these rulers are really cool in what they do with the cocoons and stuff. Next is Falchion, the Solitary Scientist. He is the blue-green ruler, partner 2 Moonchild and Cocoon, so you go get a Cocoon and partner 2. Yep, he's the blue-green one. He's, from what I've seen of his stuff, he's more about enchantments or the additions and like stuff like that. So, pretty cool.
Next one is Micah, Saint of the Solaris Order. It was the red-white one, partner 2 Moonchild, Cocoon. Go grab one. Simple as that.
Mm-hmm. And then the other one we have is Vega, the Steadfast Steward. He's red-black, partner Moonchild, and he has Cocoon as well.
That just seems so weird to me, actually. Just a butler.
Yeah, he's a little butler.
Inus, or Enos, depending on how you feel. It's a Gears. He is a gear and ruler. So, completely different stuff. So, at the beginning of your turn, you may reveal a light, water, wind, or darkness gears you own from outside of the game that do not share the name of other gears you have revealed outside the game. Keep it revealed until in the game. This card gains all the abilities of light, fire, water, wind, and darkness gears you own revealed outside the game. And Homeland Solaris. At the beginning of the game, you may reveal Solaris edition you own outside the game and put it in the field. Seems very powerful and ridiculous.
He's kind of crazy because like the gears, when we talk about them, for those that know Magic, they remind me of slivers, and it's kind of...
Oh, no.
Yeah, they remind me of slivers because they do that kind of thing. But he seems really, really strong for what he can do with the gears.
Oh, man. That guy might be overpowered in my head so far, but we'll see. One of the first of the starter deck cards is Birth of the Twin Princess, or Princess, or Princes. It's a 1 white chant. Quick cast. Choose one. Force C2, then draw a card. Or target J Resonator you control gains +4/+4 and barrier until in the turn. Up to one other target J Resonator you control gets +4/+4 and precision until in the turn, which is pretty nice. And then as a mastery, if you have Australia Twin Prince, you may rest a recovered card named Australia Twin Prince you control rather than pay this cost. It's pretty good. protect a dude and make a dude swing in and kill something.
Yeah, so this is one of the like special cards that's in the starter deck. So it's a reason why you would get it to use it. And that's what the other keyword, like one of the other like things of the set is mastery, which is you rest whatever that card is named, or like that type of card, and you get to play that card for free. Which is where the green Moonchild comes in. Is like, no, don't play that because it's free. I don't want you to do that.
Exactly, and that's where this all comes because they all have the same ability pretty much, but the different cards make it where you can have different spells and effects. And did we talk about that when you have the bond, the Moon Children can tap for a stone?
Correct? Yeah, because they are still a ruler, so they still get all the abilities of do all that. And it's kind of insane how you're just like, cool, I have 3 rulers, so I can do what I want.
Yeah. So you can literally force C2, then draw a card on the end step, and then still have a stone and all that fun stuff.
Mm-hmm. The other one that's from the starter deck is Marine of the 12 Sacred Knights. It is a blue and 2 for a 6/6 quick cast. You may play 2 less to play this card. If you played a God's Art this turn, enter. If this card is played by will produced by Moon Protection, Ruler, or Entity, cancel target activator or automatic spell of an ability. Or of a resonator. So if you play this off of a Moonchild by their will, then you get to be like, hey, cool, counter your thing.
Yeah, do another Lorite. Yay.
And so you've already God's Arted, or like you God's Art to do a thing, and then you're like, cool, this costs 1 mana, counter your thing. And it's a blue Lorite, because, blue needed that.
Yeah, exactly.
No, it's a really good card. If you're playing blue, definitely think about it. It may not be like an auto edition, but definitely think about it, because it does do a lot if you're playing the blue, any kind of blue on the runes of this.
Depends on what you're doing with your God's Art, pretty much. So yeah, I would say yes. The Flash from Behind is a 1 darkness quick cast. Trigger J Resonator gains -7/-7 to end a turn if this card was played with a mastery. The chosen target gets -2000 to end a turn instead, and you draw a card. And your mastery is Hero. Rest a recovered hero, ruler, or J Resonator you control rather than play this card's cost. Super good. This card's amazing. Always use it.
Yeah. So if you're like, cool, tap my hero, -20, -20. Kill your thing.
It's gonna kill something, and you draw a card, and for free.
Yeah, but even if it's not free, at 1 black, it's -7/-7. That does more than most right now.
For sure. Definitely
I'll do that all day.
Definitely play that card.
Next, we have the Soul Spirit. It is a black and 2, quick cast, 8/8. You may pay 2 less to play this card if there are 7 or more cards in your graveyard. Enter.
Simple.
Prevent all damage that will be dealt by target J Resonator your opponent controls until the end of turn. When this card is put into a graveyard from the field, draw a card. So it is a cool little, hey, we get free, don't target or don't deal damage to me, and I get to do some special stuff. It's cool for Asuka because that's what she does, is about filling up her graveyard, but it's not like a necessary thing. So it's just another card you can look at to be like, I need this card.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of going to put it in the meh category. It's good, but it's not like auto add.
I can see this being like, I don't know, for some reason I just want to fight against Garyon, and it's a 3 cost, and you can stop him from killing your important thing. Or you, for sure.
Yeah.
Just going to play, like, don't hurt me this turn, please.
Yeah.
Alright, now we're going to go ahead and get into the white. So our first card is Angelic Battle Barrier. Is a white and a 1 quick cast. You may play this card without paying its cost if the opponent played 2 or more spells this turn, which is pretty nice. Your opponent cannot play spells until end of turn. If you control a ruler under your contract, you'll draw a card. Sounds really good.
Yeah, it's pretty neat. It's really annoying just to be like, hey, don't play spells.
Don't play spells. On your turn, don't.
You're just literally like, no.
Don't do nothing. We already know how powerful that is.
Yeah, they do it at the start of your turn before you untap, then you're kind of just screwed because you get to play instants right then and there, and then you don't play anything the rest of that turn.
And that's it.
Yep. Next is Bird of the Solari. It is 1 white and 1 for a beast. It is a Gears, so that's what matters. It is a 5/5, and then Gears J Resonator you control get +1/+1 in flying. Whenever this card becomes real outside the game, you gain 1,000 life.
Oof.
So remember how I said there's slivers, for those that know, slivers help each other get better. And that's what gears do, is because gears help each other get better as long as one's like, and like Ainz does things with them removed, so you're just like, gear J Resonators get +1/+1 in flying. Why not?
You can start 1,000 life more if you wanted to.
Cute.
Good. Next card is First Ragrets. It's a 1 white and 1 chant. Destroy a J ruler your opponent controls. You may search your deck up for a card named Judgmental Recovery. Reveal it and put it in your hand, and if you do, shuffle a card. Mastery, Micah, Saint of Solaris Order.
So you have the red-white ruler, you tap her, you can play this card for free.
There you go.
This card, in my opinion, is really good and constructed. but really terrible in sealed. Because in this format, if you don't have your own contract, you can't judgment. You don't get a ruler. Like, you don't get a J ruler.
Yeah.
So, this card has no purpose if you don't, like, in limited. Because you're like, you don't have a J ruler, I can't kill it.
And then, of course, Judgmental Recovery. We'll see how good that is.
Yeah.
But yeah, that could be a sideboard.
But yeah, for the most part, I'm kind of meh on this card. I don't know if it's going to be super good or not, or how relevant it's going to be.
Yeah.
Inquisitor of the Solaris Order. He's a white and 2 for human, 7/8. You pay 1 less to play this card for each token your opponent controls. Rest all tokens your opponent controls. They don't recover, as long as this is in the field. And then pay a white, discard this card. Each player puts a 4/4 dude into play, a token, and then you draw a card.
Nice.
This dude, however, is insanely good. I played this dude in the draft that we did, and oh my god. Because you're like, make tokens for both players. I don't care how many you have, because I'm going to pay this dude for 1 white, because you have 2 at least. And then you don't get to untap your dudes.
Yep.
Because I don't care.
And just swing out of the 7/8. Wonder, I don't know. But for definitely a draft bomb, I would say.
Yeah.
So I would say meh. Other than that. Janine, Light Punisher of the Solaris Order. Why is she so smiley then if she's a Punisher? It's a 1 white Resonator. Precision 4/4, which is really good. Insert, put 2 1/1 counters on the Resonator token you control. Whenever a token is put in the graveyard from the field, this gains Eternal till end turn. Put 2 1/1 counters on this card. That's awesome. This card becomes an angel and gains +6/+6 flying drain as long as you control a ruler under contract. Wow, this card could get insane.
Yeah, this card does get insane. Like, I didn't get a contract in my draft, but I had her, and oh my god. Because you're like, kill a token, she gets to not die ever.
Yeah.
Because it doesn't matter whose side the token dies on.
It's just as long as it dies.
Yeah, as long as it dies this turn, she gets Eternal and gets 2 counters. Neat. And then when she comes into play, she makes your tokens bigger. So you're like, cool, I'll make my dude better.
Yeah.
Don't care.
That's super good.
And then, yeah, having a dude with precision is kind of insane. Like, a 1-drop with precision is really, really strong, in my opinion. So definitely use Jean.
She's awesome.
Next was Judgmental Recovery. It is 1 white chant, quick cast. Mastery of Mika, so you can tap her to play it. As additional cost to play this card, banish a Resonator token, destroy up to 1 target token your opponent controls, and draw 2 cards. I think this card's kind of meh, to be honest.
Or just not good.
Like, in limited, it's cool, because you're not really needing... You have to have a way to kill your opponent's tokens that you give them. But otherwise, I don't think this card's worth it. I really don't, because there's other ways to kill dudes right now that are better. But this
same
card's
cost
cool
as well.
Yeah, I mean, it's cool.
Yeah, it's cool limited, but in Wonder, not so good.
Kind of meh.
Phantasmal March Hare. That's a 1 white and 1. It's a fairy tale, which might be irrelevant. 6/6. Enter. Put target Resonator with total cost 1 or less your opponent controls on the bottom of its owner's deck. God's Art, has a little dude, has a God's Art, 0, produce a white or blue. This also helps with all the God's Art stuff that we were talking about earlier.
Yeah, this dude's awesome. Just FYI. Because right now, if you're playing Force Will, it is a 1-drop heaven. Like, that's where the 1-drops are where you live. And this dude just makes one go away.
Yep, just
for literally 1 mana. Because he costs 2, but you God's Art in that same turn. If you want, you get a mana back, essentially.
And then trigger the other stuff that triggers the God's Art. So there you go.
No, I like this dude a lot. I think he's really, really strong just because he's like, put that dude away. Your Black Witch, it goes away.
Yeah, right now, I'm going to say, I think it's good too. I just want to wait and see the rest of the set, you know?
Yeah. Next up, Raymond, member of the 12 Sacred Knights. Dude is huge.
Yes.
He is a 3 white for a 10/10, 12 Sacred Knights. That's what matters for him. Quick cast, enter J Resonator you control, gain +2/+2 and Eternal until the end of turn.
Good.
When this card leaves the field, recover a J ruler you control, draw a card. And then God's Art, Guardian of the 12 Sacred Knights. You can pay a white, reveal this card from your hand, put this card onto the field. At the next end of turn, if you don't control a ruler under contract, put this card on the bottom of its owner's deck.
What?
Yeah, so he gets to be like, 1 white, I come to play and save my dudes, and then I go away. That's what I'm here for. Bloop. Once per game, you're just like, I need to save my dudes. Let's do it.
But if you have a dude under contract, he stays though, right?
Yeah. Yeah, so if you have a dude under contract, he's just like, I'm there.
I'm a 10/10 that saved my dudes.
Yeah.
Thanks. Enjoy this, please.
Yeah, Mans is real strong. I like him a lot.
Yeah, he's really good. And don't judge us, because everything for the past year or so has said J Resonator. Now we have to say J Ruler again, which
Yeah.
is hard. Okay, gotta understand that. The King's Dragon is a 4 white and 1 13/13. Flying, recover all entities you control, stones, anything and everything. So it's essentially free. When this card is put in the graveyard from the field, rest all entities your opponent controls. Okay. 1 white. Remove this card from your hand in the game. Search your deck for a 12 Sacred Knights Resident Air. Reveal it and put it in your hand. If you do, shuffle a deck. So this goes against the dude.
Yeah.
That's all you need it for, honestly.
Yeah, that's pretty much what you're going to use this dragon for, is to go get the other dude. But
Yeah.
hey, you get to do things. One last thing on the 12 Sacred Knights guy that we forgot is the way it triggers at the next end of turn is just the same as the Phantasmal Ascendant dudes that do at the end of turn triggers. So if you
Okay.
do it at the end of their end of turn, you get it throughout your turn.
He just stays there.
So you're like, hey, cool, I get him until the end of my turn. And now I'm going to swing 10.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's kind of dumb. So
good.
if he's not under contract, you get to keep him for an extra turn, essentially. It's pretty sweet. Next up, we have Warhorse.
Yep.
I'm about horses in this game because I literally won a GP off of the back of one of them because, you know, sometimes you'll play jank cards.
Yes.
But this one's actually pretty strong, I think. So 1 white, 4/4, enter. AJ Resonator you control gains swiftness. And then when this card is
Okay.
put in the graveyard from the field, you gain 1,000.
Oh, just why not?
And then Let's Ride is the ability. While you're searching your deck, you may play this card from your deck without paying its cost. For each search, you may
Yeah.
only perform the effect of Let's Ride ability once.
That's
I
still
don't
good.
care.
I don't care.
will search my deck because that's what Forceful can do right now. You're like, search my deck, get this dude for free, give another dude swiftness,
This works
I'll kill you.
with the other sets more, honestly,
Yeah,
than
the
I do.
amount of like ridiculous stuff that I'm pretty sure this horse is gonna do just because it's literally a free swiftness spell
Yeah.
that gains you 10,000 or gains you 1,000 life just cause. Like
Why not?
I don't care. It gives you a blocker or an attacker, and makes it do to 4/4.
And you
or
go
makes it
search.
do swiftness.
This card's amazing.
Yeah, no, definitely think about using this card because it's definitely good.
It's just a free dude that gains your life.
Yeah, free dude that gains life and gives swiftness. Bloop.
Done.
Why not? Next up, we're gonna go into red. So, first girl we got Cecilia, the Fire Punisher of the Solaris Order. She is a Punisher. She has 1 red for a 4/4 precision. So just like John.
That's good.
Enter, destroy target token your opponent controls. If you do, draw 2 cards, then discard a card.
Yes.
Whenever a token is put into a graveyard from the field, this card gains +2/+2 in swiftness. And this card becomes an angel with gains +6/+6 in flying as long as you control a ruler under contract.
Nice.
So just like John, if you're playing the token deck, you should be playing her.
Yes.
Because she gets to kill your stuff.
Just a
kill
limited
their
bomb, if possible.
Yeah, definitely a limited bomb. Like if she's in play and you have the contract ability, she's nuts. Even if you don't, you're just like, she gets big.
She just gets big under contract. Yeah.
Yeah.
With precision, nonetheless. Next one is Dragon of Solari. 2 red and 1 dragon. It's a gear. 6/6. Gears J Resonators you control gain +1/+1 and swiftness. Oh my goodness. And when this card becomes revealed outside the game, it deals 400 damage to target player or J Resonator. Simple.
Yep, simple as that. We're symboling. It's either Voltron or Slivers, however you want to look at it.
We're
One's
just
really cool, one's not.
Putting it together.
You know,
Yeah, yeah.
gears are really cool. Like they're neat how they work because they just make each other better. Next up, Grecia, the Heretic of the Solari. He has 1 red and 1 for 0/7. This card gets +2/+0 for each moon protection, ruler, or entity you control. Enter. This card deals X hundred damage divided as you choose among any number of target J Resonators where X is the card equal to this attack. Draw 2 cards and discard 2 cards. This dude limited, super awesome.
Yep.
If you're playing the new stones, this dude's really, really good because all the new stones that we're going to go over later, they're all moon protection entities.
So he just gets bigger every time.
And as long as you play in the moon rulers, the moon children, you get +2/+0 for each one. So you're like, cool, I get +4/+0 already. And then for each stone, you're just like, I'm bigger. Hey.
When it comes into play, kill something.
Yeah,
And
kill
you
something,
draw
draw
2,
two, discard. Why not?
This card's insanely good.
Yeah, definitely think about using this dude if you're playing all the new,
Like
like,
heroes
new stuff.
protection. He can be just a beater.
yeah, he's just big angry.
Headshot. It's a 1 red and 1 quick cast. Destroy up to 2 target J Resonators that were dealt damage this turn. Draw a card. And you have the Mastery of Grecia. And you just tap it to play this for free. I don't know about the whole deal damage anymore. Because mostly everything just kills.
Mm-hmm.
Except, I guess with this, he works with himself, Grecia, Heretic of Solari, but I wouldn't use it, to be honest.
Yeah, it doesn't. It's not necessary because like you're already dividing damage, so you might as well just use it to kill that dude.
Yeah, exactly.
In my opinion.
And it costs 2 as well.
Yeah.
No, don't.
I don't think it's worth the card slot.
Nope.
This dude, however, is insane good. Leo Wolf, the Undefeated Warrior. He is a 1 red 4/4. If this card to be destroyed, remove all damage from this card and put 2/1 counters on it instead.
Oh, no.
As long as there are 5 or less 1/1 counters on this card, this effect applies only once per turn. Pay a red, this card deals X damage to target player or J Resonator, where X is the number of 1 counters on this card. Play this ability only once per turn.
So play this in any deck ever with red.
Yeah, if you're playing red, you should play this dude.
Yeah.
Because if he has under 5 counters, he gets to trigger. You have 1 chance to kill this dude.
Yeah.
If he has over 5 counters, you don't get to kill this dude easily. You have to remove this guy. So make sure you get your creature removal because you're going to need it.
Yeah.
Or you remove abilities from a card because this dude is a thing to be answered. I played this dude, like 2 of them in the draft, and this dude's insane. Because when you're like, turn 1 this dude, good luck.
Like, yeah, good luck. Enjoy, have fun. And then he gets to murder you by paying 1 red and just machine gunning you to death.
Yeah. But don't worry, he isn't like unbeatable because if you're playing the Black Moonchild, you just wait until he would die 1 time from like combat damage or something, and then once that trigger's gone, you're like, God's Art, kill your dude.
Yep. But it forces them to do that for one drop.
You're losing some value, but you're still like, oh, cool, I still win because I don't care.
Swinging no matter what.
Yeah, dude's angry.
Magic Stone Researcher. It's a 1 red human. I'm surprised this hasn't been a card already.
Yeah.
It's a 2/5 tap. Recover up to X Magic Stones you control, where X is the number of times J Resonators you control attack this turn. This guy can be a combo piece somewhere. Like in Wonder, this can be an amazing ability, I think.
Yeah, he could be pretty cool in like a combo deck. In Limited, he's really funny because you're just like, cool, I get to untap stones and play more things.
Yep.
So Limited, he's super good, but I think in like a big deck or like an actual deck, he's like combo PC.
Yeah, for sure.
Pillar of Flame. It is 1 red chant, quick cast. This card deals 600 damage to your opponent or target J Resonator your opponent controls. Or this card deals 1,000 damage to target J Resonator you control. If the chosen target wouldn't be destroyed by that damage, put 2 1 counters on it and draw a card.
Okay.
Mastery Leo Wolf. You can tap your Leo Wolf to play this card for free. So you target your Leo Wolf, which would kill him, triggering his ability.
Yep.
Triggering this ability. So you get 2 counters from this, you draw a card, and then you trigger his, which would not kill him, so he gets 2 more counters.
Yep.
So then you just have to make him not do it 1 more time to get more counters on him.
So literally just turn 1 you're doing this. When he plays them, at the end of the turn, tap, kill him, then untap, and then you're swinging.
Yeah, but again, like I said earlier, if you have a Black Moon Child, your life is a lot more difficult because if you're like, end of turn, do this, they're like, cool, end of turn, I don't care, kill your dude.
Yeah, kill your dude. You're like, alright, nice trade.
And you're like, great, I guess I got a God's Art for 1 mana.
Yep.
Seems good.
Purging Flames. So it's 1 red and 2 quick cast. You may play this card without paying its cost if a Resonator you control was put in the graveyard from the field this turn. Destroy target J Resonator that dealt damage to you and or J Resonator you controlled this turn.
Meh.
Man,
This card is really not that good.
Don't play it at all.
I don't think this card's good, really.
Nope.
It's cool, I guess.
There's too many stipulations that you have to pay for to do anything. And it costs 3.
Yeah,
so
it also costs 3 mana. And it's not a good card.
not a good card.
Sprinting Steward. This card, however, is one of the best cards in the set. So 1 red chant. As additional cost to play this card, you pay any amount of life.
Ooh.
J Resonator you control get +X and swiftness until end of turn, where X is your life you paid as additional cost divided by 4, rounded down. And then Mastery, you tap the black-red ruler. You can do this for free.
So you just play this in the partner deck where your life is 7,000. You swing and you win.
Not even that. You don't even have to worry about that. If you play this with anything that makes tokens, then you're like, cool, I'll pay 5 and pay 20 life.
Yeah.
And all my dudes get +5.
And you swing.
And swiftness. Thanks.
Yeah.
Because most of those tokens are going to be 4/4s, so all of them are like 9/9s swinging. So you're just like, I don't care.
I don't care. Yeah, you're dead. Thanks.
This card is going to be atrociously good for a very long time. So make sure you're watching out for this card. Also, this card is really stupid with another card because you're like, don't care, pay 1 red, I'll go to 2 life, Inferno. Neat.
and then I swing.
Yeah.
And then you can play the white creature that brings your life back, right?
Yeah. So just know that this card is going to be used in a lot of different decks with different ways to use it to like cheat its abilities as best you could say. Because literally with this with Inferno, you get to really kill someone if you have 3 mana, and just kind of nuts.
Because life is a resource.
Yeah.
You gotta use it to kill your opponent.
Definitely use this card if you get it, because it's insanely good.
And if anything, your dudes have swiftness.
Yeah.
Which sometimes that's all you need. Supporter of the Rebellion is 2 red and 1 human, 7/7. When a resonator token you control is put in the graveyard from the field, put this card from the graveyard to the field. Enter, this card deals 200 damage to target player or J resonator. And limited, this thing's a bomb.
Yeah, limited, this card's nutty, because when you get 6 of them, and you're like, my token dice come into play, shoot you for 6, it's stupid.
Yeah, or you just like little baby token swing into something big. I don't care. And bam, like you said, like 4, 6, as much as you want.
Yeah, otherwise this card's probably not going to be super good because it costs 3 mana.
Yep.
But in like limited, this card's kind of a bomb. And that is it for red, and we're going to chill and we're going to go into the blue. Next up, we're going to go into the blue. The first card we have is Charge of the Fairy Tale King. It is 1 blue chant. You may search your deck for any number of Fairy Tale Resonators with different names with the combined cost of total 2 or less and put them into the field. If you do, shuffle your deck. This card gains quick cast in all zones as long as you control a ruler under contract. And then Mastery, tap Fairy Tale King. So you tap the ruler dude, the actual J ruler side, you get to do this. You get to play this card for free.
I think this card's great, no matter what, because there's so many fairy tales out there.
Kind of.
You can probably do.
The only reason I don't like it is because you have to have your dude flipped already. Because it's not Aristella, it's the Fairy Tale King, which is his backside.
Yeah.
So you already have to have your contract already to do this to make it worth the time for free. But otherwise, yes, this card is really good for 1 mana to play it for free. It's really good. Well, not for free, but for 1 mana is really good.
Yeah.
Because yeah, go get 2 dudes and put them in the field is actually really strong. So
Yeah. And there's a lot of powerful 1-drops, and most fairy tales are pretty out there.
Mm-hmm.
Confronting
Eins.
1 blue and 2. Quick cast. You may play this card without paying its costs. If your opponent has drawn 3 or more cards this turn, draw 2 cards. This card's terrible.
Yeah, it's not really that good.
It's just so terrible. Don't play it.
Yeah, no. Not worth it.
3 or more cards. If they're doing that, you're losing anyway. So just scoop and leave.
yeah. Pretty much. That's pretty much how that works. Justice Barrier. It is 1 blue chant quick cast. Target entity you control gains, or target entity gains Eternal, and whenever a J Resonator's effect deals damage to this card deals that much damage to the source of the damage until the end of turn. If you control a ruler under contract, draw a card, and then tap Mastery Justice, which is the ruler, the backside, the J ruler of the green blue dude. You can play this card for free. So this is Cardwell's favorite type of card, but better.
Wait. Effect deals damage to this card? Oh, it's talking about the J.
So
okay, yeah.
you target my
J-
dude.
Okay.
My dude has Eternal.
Yep.
I'm swinging my 12/12 at your dude.
Yep.
That dude takes 12. My dude takes 12.
Okay.
That's what that does. Is it puts a bubble of Eternal, and when I get dealt damage by whatever,
Yeah.
that thing gets dealt that much
Oh,
damage
okay.
instead.
Gotcha. Yeah, this is a great card.
Yeah, it's a U card.
Yeah, it's very much a me card.
It's a U card through and through. Because you're
Right.
like, my dude is Eternal, and don't.
Don't. Your dude takes that damage back, and I draw a card, so bye. Because I love they want to swing into your most important dude, and you're like, no, don't. Thanks, bye.
Yeah. And it says an entity, so you can literally be like, my
Entity.
addition. I don't care.
Yeah, I don't care.
I don't know why
Swing
you
into
like
it.
kill an addition, or like damage an addition. but
somehow.
regardless, you can give it any entity Eternal. So you're like, cool, no, don't target it.
I like it. Okay, Mickey, Jack of all trades, is 1 blue, 1, 6/6. Enter. Put token copy of target edition you control on the field. Rest of recovered edition you control. This card gains +2/+2 until end of turn. Rest of recovered edition you control. Put a target card from the graveyard on the bottom of the zone of your deck. Rest 2 recovered editions you control. Recover this card. This is silly.
This card's really good.
It can be, yeah. This can be a very combo-y deck.
Mm-hmm.
Or, yeah, for something. Not even in this set either, like something else.
And if there's a way that you can, there's a lot of editions that blink dudes. So if you blink this dude, you just can make a whole lot of copies of things.
Yeah.
They're just like, cool. Bloop.
And then that's infinite turns to infinite kills. And that will be a deck somewhere.
Yeah, it pretty much will be. But
Yep.
hey, it is what it is.
And he has a Super Soaker jetpack on.
But no, if you're playing Falchion, this is one of the dudes you want to put in that deck because this dude just helps you get extra value for Falchion. Because he's all about additions, and this dude literally gives you free copies.
Yep.
Mikey's Enormous Task. It is a blue and 1 for a chant. Quick cast, draw a card, recover a magic stone you control. Mastery, tap Mikey to play this for free. If this is any kind of correlation to what we've had cards like this before, this card could get really out of hand really quickly.
Get real bonkers.
I don't think it's as powerful because it doesn't cost 1 mana, it costs 2 instead. So it's kind of a good that way.
But it can cost free if you have Mikey.
Yeah.
So therefore it can just like, and then you can recover him, play another one for free, and then it can get wild. But we'll see. And you draw cards.
Yeah, currently I don't know where this card sits in good or bad. I'm probably going to go with meh at the moment.
Meh.
But it just means because nothing's been really built and crazy about it, so we'll see.
The potential's high though.
Yeah.
Very much so. Moon Researcher, 1 blue and 1 human, 5/7. Until end of turn, till end of game, you may play the God's Art's abilities of target Moonchild ruler you control. You already played this game 1 additional time. It's pretty good.
Limited, this card's really funny and really annoying because you're like, cool, Black Moonchild, kill your dude.
Yeah.
Play this, Black Moonchild, kill your dude. I was just like,
Blink it. Kill your dude again.
I had to go through 4 Black Moon Children in one game in our draft because I was just like, would you stop? Because the dude I played had literally 3 of these and he was just like, play them.
Yeah,
Don't
that's
care.
gross.
And I was just like, ugh.
Think about this in Belial and the other
You
decks
can't
as
Belial
well.
because Belial's gone now.
Oh, Belial, yeah.
Otherwise, this card would be pretty nuts.
Whatever the other ones are.
Next, we have the Phantasmal Dormouse. He is a blue for a fairy tale. He's a 4/4. When this card is put into the grave from the field, draw a card, and then God's Eye Power Nap, you pay 0, draw a card. Dude's pretty good for fairy tales.
And why is that a dormouse? Is dormouse another name for cat? Because it's a cloudy cat, not a mouse.
It's a mouse.
He has a tail? No, I don't see it.
He's got the
He
fangs
looks
like a
like-
mouse. He's a mouse.
But he has the cheeks and fluff like a cat.
I don't know.
I don't know. Either way, meh.
I don't know. You're worrying about it too much.
Yeah.
I think the card's pretty good for what it does. It's not like crazy good, but I think it's pretty good.
Phantom of the Water Moon. It's 1 blue. It's a moon protection. It's a 0/0. This card gets +2/+2 for each moon protection ruler or entity you control. This one's also really good. It has a God's Art of Fantasy and Provation. 0 cost. This card gains Eternal until end of turn. It's pretty good. That's good.
See, you play red blue, you're just like, I got moon protection. Let's go.
All day.
Wow.
Just swinging out big.
Yeah, let's get there.
I like it.
Kind of nutty. Shark of the Solari. It is a blue and 2 for a Beast Gears. 6/6. Gears you control get +1/+1 in precision. And when this becomes revealed from outside the game, draw a card.
Okay.
Pretty good. Makes your dudes bigger and precision.
Yep. Sounds good.
If you're playing Gears, you're playing it. So it's a good card.
Cost 3 though. It's kind of weird. Now we'll get into the green. It is a Death Speaker Monk. This art is awesome. It's 2 green and 1. 8/8. Enter. Put target resonator from the graveyard from your hand, then remove another target resonator in the graveyard from the game. Put 8/8 Darkness Hero Resonator token in the field. I'm just gonna double read it. It's in your graveyard, so remove 2 dudes from your graveyard. Green, discard this card. Put up to 2 target cards from the graveyard on the bottom of its owner's deck. And Darkness, discard this card. Put the top 3 cards of your deck into the graveyard. This can be good.
Yeah, this is a very combo-y deck or combo-y piece for Asuka.
Yeah.
It's not like pure combo, but it does help set up a lot for you.
It costs 3, which is very costly nowadays. So we'll see how it goes. I say it's a meh, depending on what you want to do.
I mean, if you get the 3, you use it, but if you don't, you just pay black and
Discard
mill
it,
3.
yeah,
like
mill
that's
3.
better of it. Is you're just like, cool, mill 3. And for Asuka, that gives you 4 cards in the graveyard because you mill this, you discard this, and
then-
mill 3.
Yeah.
Next, we have Emergency Takeoff. It is 2 green chant. You may play the target chant for total cost 2 less from your graveyard without paying its cost. Remove this card from the game. Mastery Justice. You tap Justice, you can play this card for free. This card's really cool just because it helps you get more chants played, so that way Falchion gets to do his stuff.
Do all an extra thing.
Which you'll see that when we get to the
yeah.
part where it makes this actually make sense.
I feel like we're going through all these cards that are like meh, but once we get to the multicolored cards, which actually matter everything, you know?
Yeah,
we'll
because
see.
a lot of these cards do a lot more when you get to like the contracts or what they do. So
Yeah.
this card's kind of cool. It'll help you do what you need to do with that, but otherwise this card's kind of weird. I don't know. I think it still could be used in actual gameplay just because it does play cards for free.
Yep. All right. Justice Hurricane. It's 1 green and 1 quick cast. Choose one. Cancel target chance spell. Destroy up to 1 target J Resonator and up to 1 target addition. Choose the option only if you control a ruler under contract. Justice. Mastery Justice. This card's great.
Mm-hmm.
Card's really good.
2 mana cancel target chant, or if I have a thing done, you're just like kill things. It's pretty good. It literally lets you answer like 3 different things if you have it set up correctly.
If need be, yeah.
Justice Punch. It is a 1 blue or 1 green for chant quick cast. Mastery Justice. This card deals X damage to target J Resonator your opponent controls, where X is the highest attack among J Resonators you control. If this card will deal more damage to the target's capacity, this way it deals the rest to your opponent. If you control a ruler in a contract, draw a card. So this is the Chimimi ability on a card, and it's really, really strong because you're just like, kill your dude, you take damage, I draw a card.
Just play this in a Chimimi deck, so you have 2. Just punch your opponent as hard as possible while killing their dudes. Yeah, this card's great.
Yeah, you could, yeah. But yeah, no, this card's really, really strong just because it's like, hey, cool, kill your dude.
Take damage.
Take damage.
Done.
For 1 green, I will do multiple things.
Yes. Justice's Missile Pod is 1 green addition. Enter, draw a card. Banish this card. This card does 200 damage to target J Resonator. If you control a ruler under contract, it does 400 damage instead. If you control a card named Justice, it deals 400 damage to each J Resonator your opponent controls instead. While you play this ability, treat it as also a chant. That's weird and oddly satisfying at the same time. Like, I would say meh for now because we gotta see the rest of it, but yeah.
Yeah, it's a really cool card just because it helps you clear the board, and that's kind of what Justice needs to do. But it's like you said, it's meh until you know what the rest of it does.
It's cantrip, so it helps itself that way.
Justice's Recon Drone. It is 1 green machine, 4/4, quick cast flying. Enter, look at your opponent's hand, banish this card, put target addition from your graveyard into your hand. While you play this ability, treat this card as a chant. So again, these are another one of those things that help with chants later on if you do them, whenever you need to do it. I don't really like this card that much because you can do better stuff for 1 mana right now. I just don't think this card's worth it.
I like it more than Kevin for sure because quick cast in a turn 4/4 flyer beat stick is cool, and you get to know information, which is nice. But yeah, then what else are you doing? We gotta see what happens with the rest of the machines. Misty Isle, Island of the Moo tribe. Oh my god, we got an enemy Mimi tribe. 1 green cocoon. Moo tribes. This is a misprint, right?
No.
It's literally Moo
Yeah,
tribes.
it's Moo.
J Resonators you control get +4/+4. When this card is destroyed, you may search your deck for a Moo tribe Resonator with total cost 1 or less. Put in the field, and if you shuffle your deck. I gotta see this tribe. Let's see.
Right now, it's kind of bad.
It's kind of bad.
1 green Moo Tribe of the Misty Isles. He is a 2/2. He gets +2/+2 for each addition you control. Kind of could be cool if you get the addition. If you go like hardcore blue-green additions, he could get really angry because he already gets to be a 6/6 with this cocoon.
But then you're mixing machines with tribes?
Yeah.
So what's going on?
It's kind of weird. I don't know. We'll see. Next is Ritual of the Moo Tribe. It is 2 green chant quick cast. As additional cost to play this card, pay X. You may search your deck for a Wind Resonator total cost X or less and put it in the field. If you do, so shuffle your deck. Mastery Moo Tribe. You may rest to recover Moo Tribe or ruler or J Resonator you control rather than pay this card's cost. So you would just be paying. You would tap to remove the 2 mana, but you still have to pay the X. So you still have to pay the X mana, and you go search for an X cost. It's cool. I don't know how good it's gonna be.
Yeah. All these cards are always great when you go search for Resonator and just put it into play, but you have to play possibly help you with Mumus, and I don't know how good that's gonna be, at all.
Yeah.
Ugh. Sacred Burial. I like this art. 1 green 1. Put target Resonator from the graveyard on the bottom of its owner's deck. Put a top card of your Magic Stone in the deck in the field. Draw a card. I want to like this card, but I feel like you can do so much better.
I think this card's so good.
Yeah.
I really do. Because I didn't think this card was good, and then I saw it played in the draft, and I was like, good God. I don't know if this card's going to, I don't think it's going to break the game, because it costs 2 mana. If it costed 1, it would break it. So hard. But at 2 mana, I think it's fine because it literally mana ramps you, but it also puts away a threat.
And draws a card.
Yeah, so it does give you a lot of value.
Resonator from your graveyard to the bottom. You have to have a resonator.
You have to have a target.
So
the target doesn't have to stay on resolution, but you have to have a target for you to play this card.
Yeah.
So that's the only issue is they have to have something, or you, because it's from a graveyard, not yours or theirs. So if they have a dude on turn 1, you're like, cool, put it down on the bottom in their graveyard. If they have it on turn 1, you're like, cool, go away.
Or if you can mill really quickly turn 1, then this can be ramp you up real fast.
Yeah. Yeah, but you do have to have the target. It doesn't have to resolve as the target stays there, but target has to be chosen.
Yeah.
Next is the Sacred Tree of the Pyramida of the Dead. It is 1 green, vegetation,
It's
0,
a vegetation.
1,000. It has Eternal. Banish this card. Cancel target chance spell unless its controller pays 1. Banish this card. Recover a J roller you control. I think
That's
this card's kind of meh, actually.
I mean, I love the eternal part of just, I'm going to block all day. I don't care. I wish I had reach because it's a tree, but whatever. And card, I don't know. I really like this card, especially if you can recover a J roller you control and tap or swing or tap more things to get free things. We will see. It's a meh.
Yeah,
But-
it could be really cool now that you think about it, now that you say it, because I didn't actually realize, like, pay much attention to this card being a resonator. I was like, eh.
Just block early game, and then if need be, like, no, don't kill my dude, and just untap it, whatnot. The next one is Squirrel of Solari. It's 1 green and 1. It's a Gears. Okay, I was looking where the mechanical part is. It's a feat. 4/4 Gears. J resonators you control get +2/+2. Of course, when this card becomes revealed outside the game, recover a magic stone you control. I mean, we'll see what machines Gears can
you're
do.
playing Gears, you're playing this dude.
Yep.
That's really about it.
That's it. Otherwise, no.
Yeah. That is it for green, and we're going to delve into black. And now we're going to delve into the darkness ones, which is Adventure of the Narrow Valley. He is a black and 1 for a human, 6/7. He pays 400 life. This card gains Precision, Swiftness, First Strike, or Bane until the end of turn.
Great. This card's good.
So in limited, he's really, really good because he can do a lot of stuff for you. Because for each 400 you pay, you get a different ability.
Yep.
So you can do all of them, but you're paying a lot of life for it. But if you need to, you need to.
Yep.
That's what it is.
Exactly. And I feel like if you need, there's other decks that if you pay life, something happens, all this. I think this would be perfect for that. Because it's an outlet. You just like, this gains precision 5 times. I don't care.
Yeah.
All in. It's 2 darkness chant. Choose one. Draw X cards where X is the number of times J resonators you control attack this turn. That's just alone. That's good. Your opponent discards X cards where X is the number of times J resonators you control attack this turn. Even better. And then Mastery, Alpha, owner of the Underground Fighting Arena. And then Mastery, you tap it and you can play it for free. This card's great, I think.
Yeah, I used this card in the draft, actually. I had 2 of them. It was pretty fun because I was against the blue-black guy that was doing God's Arts a lot. I was just like, cool, swing dudes, discard 3 cards for me.
Yeah.
Thanks.
And if it can be free, then that's even better. But if you do like a Mickey or Mikey or whatever you want to call them, and untap them, untap them, swing, whatever, and be like, okay. Or you have a bunch of tokens, swing all out, draw X cards.
Yeah, no, I definitely am about this card. I wouldn't say more than like 2 because
Yeah.
it's not like
Yeah.
it's not that good, but it is. If you get it, cool, go for it.
You could, now, if you have 3 at least, you can draw X cards, and then that's for free, and then you can pay 2 darkness to make them discard cards. So maybe having more is better, but yeah, I agree. This card's great.
Next is our boy Alpha, the owner of the Underground Fighting Arena. He is a black and 2 for an 8/8 human. Enter, choose one. You may search your deck for a card named Barrows, the Alpha's watchdog, and put it in the field. If you do, shuffle your deck. Put target card named Barrows from your graveyard into the field.
Okay.
And then pay 0, reveal the top card of your deck. Check if its total cost is even or odd. Play this ability once per turn. Even if an effect will check the number of times J-Res you control attack this turn, or if it refers to double that amount instead, or odd, it refers to 0 instead.
Okay.
I think he's
No.
cool. He's got a lot of cool flavor, but I don't think he's good.
No, because he costs 3.
Yeah.
You don't understand, like, everything else in this world costs 1. That's it.
Yeah. And 3 mana, you should be doing a lot more than just getting
like
a dude back from the graveyard.
Doing a gimmicky, fun thing. Limited, cool. Not a bomb, just cool. But I wouldn't play this guy.
Yeah, I don't think he's good otherwise, really.
Bat of Solari. It's a 1 darkness 1 gears 6/6. Gears J Resonators you control gain +1/+1 and first strike. When this card becomes revealed outside the game, recover a ruler you control. This card's great.
Pretty good. Next is Barrows, the Alpha's Watchdog. It is 1 black 4/4 Bane. Pay black, discard this card. Target resonator gain your J resonator gets -4/-4 until the end of turn. If you control Alpha, put this card from your graveyard into the field. When this card is destroyed, draw a card. This card by itself is really strong.
Just really good. Yeah.
If you have Alpha, it gets better, but Alpha is not really worth playing, I don't think. So I don't. It's cool. I think
play
this
Alpha.
is better as just himself. Like if he didn't have a little Alpha text, it'd be cool.
If
but
you're playing aggro or whatever, just -4/-4 dude really quick is just awesome.
yeah, or having a 4/4 Bane.
Yeah.
Either way.
That's great too.
So
And
either way, you're killing a dude.
this card's good.
Yeah, and then
Use
when
it.
it dies, it draws a card. About it.
Death's Glare. It's 1 red, 1 darkness chant. Look at your opponent's hand, choose a resonator from among them. Your opponent removes it from game. Your opponent pays 1 more to play the spell sharing a name that has removed resonator as long as it's in your opponent's removed area. End of night. That's the mastery. I think this card's great. Although it just gets resonator, so it's not as good as Look of Corruption.
Yeah, I think this card's cool. I don't think it's better than Look of Corruption, because
Nope.
Look of Corruption can just make you discard that card so you don't have to get it ever again.
Yep.
Like, yes, this card shuts down multiple copies, but it doesn't even shut them down. It just makes them cost more.
They can play 2 for Laura, which might hinder them, but still not worth it.
Yeah, I mean, if you hit a 1-drop with this, it's actually kind of cool.
And no one's playing Garyon fairly, so
Yeah.
they're bringing them in different ways. So
Yeah. Next is the Demon Bet Collector. He is 1 black for a 3/5 demon.
I like it.
He has flying. Enter, reveal the top card of your deck. You lose 200 life multiplied by the cost of the revealed card this way. Target J resonator gets +X/+X, where X is the life you lost this way. Draw a card. Whenever this card is put into a graveyard from the field, you gain life equal to the amount of life you lost in any way this turn.
This card's terrible.
This card's amazing.
Multiply it. I don't know.
You don't care about the ender trigger. Like, cool,
Yeah.
whatever. You get free triggers. I didn't think this card was good either until I got wrecked by it in draft because I was like, swing, 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 swing. And he was like, cool, your last one, I'll block with this dude. I'll gain all my life back. I lost this turn. Because it's
Lost this way. So like, you just get whatever you lost.
No. Your life you lost in any way this turn. Doesn't matter which way you lost life.
Oh, okay.
So you swung all those dudes and I took 25 damage. I block your last one and I'll gain all 25 back. Dude's kind of nutty for that. Am I saying he's like the best thing in the world? Probably not, but he's still pretty good. I would put him in good for that simple fact alone, just because you're
Yeah.
like, gain all the life you hit me for, because I don't care.
It's cute, and he draws you a card.
Yeah.
So and he blocks all the 4/4s ever. At the beginning.
Yeah,
That's
I think he's pretty good.
really weird. Hero Reincarnation, 2 darkness chant. The card art is awesome. Choose one. Put target resonator for total cost 4 or less from the graveyard into the field. Done. I don't need to read. Okay. Your opponent discards a card, then banishes the resonator. Jeez. And then put an 8/8 darkness hero resonator token on the field. Put the top 3 cards of your deck in the graveyard. Mastery Revenant. This card's really good. I think it's super good.
Yeah.
Use it.
I like this card a whole lot just because it does a lot for you.
Yeah, whatever you need at the time, honestly.
And if it can be free, then great. It's even better.
Free, discard a card, banish a dude.
Yeah, pretty
Thanks.
good. Lore of Tsukiyoma. It is a black and 1 for a chant. Put target darkness card from your graveyard into your hand. Put the top 2 cards of your deck into the graveyard. Mastery, you tap a Suka, you can play it for free. If you're playing a Suka, this is cool to help you get things set up, but it's not necessary.
Yeah. Nah.
So it's kind of a bad card. I think it's kind of bad.
Don't-
Really.
Yeah, I don't want to play it ever. VIP Seats. It's 1 darkness 1 edition. Quick cast. You may play this card without paying its cost. If J Resonator you control attack 2 or more times this turn. Enter your draw card. Resonators you control gain Drain and Bane as long as they are attacking. Oh my god, yes.
Yeah, this card is
This
nuts
card's
strong.
good.
And I didn't even think about it, but one of the dudes at our draft thought about it, and I'm glad the deck got wrecked today, because this card with antibodies is kind of stupid.
Yes.
You're like, swing antibody, gain a lot of life. Swing antibody, gain a lot of life.
Don't care.
I was just like, ugh, that's so dumb.
Yeah, because he was like, I'm put that in Typhon, and I was like, I hate you a lot.
That's a surprise block. And
Yeah.
your dude, and yeah, this card's great.
Yeah, no. It's silly because it's quick cast and it's after you've played 2 or more you can play it for free. So you're like swinging Typhon's antibody, swinging antibody, play it for free.
Yep, play it for free.
Gross. That is it for black. We're going to step into the multicolor cards. Starting off with Captain of the Heresy Hunt. He is a red and a white for a 7/7 human. At the beginning of your turn, your opponent banishes a resonator with a total cost 1 or less or an addition. If a token was banished this way, draw a card.
Yes.
This dude's awesome.
This dude's great. Play him.
Yeah, so if he sticks around, you get to kill dudes every turn. It's pretty good.
Like we said, this Wonder is all about 1-drops, and if you can make them sacrifice 1 every turn, do it.
Yeah. And it hits an addition too. So
Yeah.
like, yes, they get to choose what they get rid of, but who cares? You're
And-
making them get rid of something for free.
And if you're playing against a stupid Moon Edition deck, you still draw cards. Like, there's nothing bad about this guy at all.
Yeah, no.
Contract of the Water Moon. Our first contract is a blue and a white. Return target non-magic stone, non-J ruler entity to its owner's hand. Draw a card, and if you played a God's Art this turn, you may contract this card with Estrella Twin Prince.
And then, so what these do is
yes.
after you contract them, so you play them with the contract, it goes to the Aristella Twin Prince and it flips Aristella over into the backside, so it's now just its backside. And then this chant itself, this contract turns into the Fairy Tale King. And he is an 8/8 enter. You may search your deck for a Fairy Tale Resonator, reveal it, put it in your hand. If you do, shuffle your deck. And then Fairy Tale Resonators you control get +4/+4. So essentially, instead of the last set where all the Resonators became J-Rulers as you played them, you get chants in your deck that become your J-Ruler when you need them. Or when you get them. So you have to draw them in this way. And the other thing that's rough about these is these can be countered. So it is really good, but you can be countered out of your J. So know that.
Yeah.
But in the same regard, the backsides of the rulers aren't like
Super powerful.
busted, but they are really helpful.
Yeah.
So it is helpful to have that, but being able to contract like that is really cool. The other major thing with contracts is it untaps your ruler. Like, so if your dude's tapped, you get to untap it, and then it gets to contract.
Which it doesn't say anything about that, but that's the rules. Them's
Yeah.
the rules.
And they're really cool, and it allows you to have like, there's essentially 2 contracts for each one, so you get to have 8 different rulers in your deck.
Yeah.
Essentially. So you're like, cool, untap like my dude.
And it's kind of hard. It is a rare, so if you can't pull it, you gotta buy them, and to be able to do this for your, it's very sneaky. You know, it's very cheeky for them
Yeah,
to do
it's
that.
a very different way to get it, but it's gonna be pretty cool, I think.
Yeah. Daily Research is a chant. Green, blue. You may search your deck for addition, reveal it, and put it in your hand. If you do, shuffle your deck. If there's a card named Daily Research in your graveyard, draw a card. That's cool. Mastery, tap Falchion, and you play it for free. That's a cool card for Falchion. That's it.
Yeah, it helps you get additions, which is what he needs.
Yep.
And it's a chant, so it also is what he needs. And we'll go over all that when we get to that. So yeah, definitely if you're playing Falchion, you want to play Daily Research. Next is the contract, one of the contracts for Micah. Decree of Absolution is a red and a white. Put 2 4/4 light human resonator tokens into the field. Draw a card. If a J resonator you controlled and a J resonator your opponent controlled were destroyed this turn, you make contract with Micah.
Oof.
And she turns into a 10/10 with precision and flying. Enter, target up to X J resonators where X is the number of magic stones you control. Rest those your opponents control, and those you control get +2/+2 in swiftness. So let's say you have 5 stones when you do this, you can tap 2 of their dudes, and 3 of your dudes get +2/+2 in swiftness, including her. So you're like, cool, my dudes get big.
It's pretty good. But very rough on to trigger that part.
Yeah, it is kind of difficult but she has a lot of ways to kill your opponent's stuff. Like all those little red-white punishers that when they come into play, they kill a dude. Like the red one kills a token, or the red-white dude. Like there's ways to kill tokens on your opponent's board,
Yeah.
but you also have ways to kill your own. So it's kind of cool.
Engineer of Eternal is a human, green-blue. It's a 7/7 enter. Target an addition you control. If the chosen target would be put in the graveyard from the field this turn, put it in its owner's hand instead. If you control 2 or more additions, draw a card. Mastery addition. You can rest any addition rather than pay this cost, which makes that better, actually.
Mm-hmm.
But, like, it's really weird.
Yeah, I
don't
wouldn't
know.
say use more than like 2.
Yeah.
Because it's cool, but it's not like super necessary.
Art's cool, but yeah, this is kind of weird and why I don't like why mate this.
I don't know. It does save your dude. It saves your edition that you're trying to get because you need all your editions for Falchion, and it does save it because it puts it in your hand instead of dying. So I kind of like it. I don't think it's like be all end all, but I think it's really good.
So build around.
Yeah. Eternal Artificial Archipelago. It is a blue-green cocoon. This card enters the field rested. Other additions you control gain barrier. Tap, produce a blue or green. Spin this wheel only to play chance. This card cannot recover during its next recovery phase.
Oof.
So again, helps Falchion do stuff because it's an addition and it makes you get more chance.
Yep. Other additions gain barrier, and so it comes in a field rest, and you gotta wait 2 turns for it to use, which is wild.
Yeah, but
it's free, like everything at the beginning, right?
well, no, it untaps if you go second. So
Yeah.
you go second, you get it on your turn 1. But the thing that's cute about it it spins this well only to play chance, so you can play a Melfi with that.
Yeah, exactly.
You're like, hey, cool, get a Melfi and change it into 2 more mana to do what I want with.
Yeah, it's cute.
It's pretty neat.
Extract of the Fire Moon is the contract red-black. Produce 2 wheels in any combination of red or black. Draw a card. If your life is 2,000 less, you may contract this card with Viga or Viga Steadfast Starward. And it becomes the Berserker. It's a 8/8 with swiftness. First strike, pierce, bane. This card would deal damage to a J Resonator your opponent controls. It deals that much damage to J Resonator and that J Resonator controller instead. Pay a red, recover this card. Pay a black, this card gains Eternal until end of turn. This is like my favorite card of the set. This card's badass.
I knew you would like this ruler because it's very similar to your girl.
Yeah, the Dust Girl.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was just like, yeah, this is Dust Girl, but new one.
But you kill a dude and then they still take the damage. That's, yes.
And then you got to remember all of his stupid things that do damage when you attack multiple times,
Yeah.
or like other shenanigans. So
Yep.
yeah, he gets kind of nuts. Berserker
insane.
has an easy way to just kill really quickly if you get the stalwart steadfast dude, or then chant that makes your dudes get +X and swiftness. You're just like, cool, kill all your dudes because I can.
And then now flip this really quick and start swinging and recover this card. Just 1 red.
Yeah.
Red, I get to swing again? Yeah?
Yeah. So red black's weird because it's like a aggro control deck,
Yeah.
which is very very odd.
I'm down for that.
Yeah.
The Dust Girl was aggro control.
Yeah.
So there you go.
Next up is Fist Fighter of the Underground Fighting Arena. He has a red and a black for a 7/7 swiftness. Whenever this card attacks, destroy target resonator with total cost X or less your opponent controls, where X is the number of times J resonators you control attack this turn.
So good.
This dude's pretty insane. I got like 3 or 4 of them in a draft, and I was like, cool, swing, kill your 0 or 1 drop. Swing another dude, kill your 2 drop. Swing a third dude, kill your 3 drop.
Yeah, that's a normal. Please. I will play this card all the time.
And if they have to block him, that just is 1 more dude they don't have to. You just get to kill more dudes.
If they get to block them, that's the
Yeah,
question.
yeah, this dude's pretty good because when he attacks, he triggers his own ability to kill a thing.
Yeah.
Cool.
Wonder, all about 1-drops. They're dead.
Yeah.
Now. Grandfather's Research. I don't want to. They're good. We made the deck. We're done. Grandfather's Research Project. It's a green-blue contract. Draw 2 cards. You may put an addition with total cost 1 or less from your hand in the field, which is great. If you control 3 or more additions, you may contract. This is really good. It's smooth. It's easy. You just get all the bonuses. It makes Justice. Human Machine. Flying 6/6. This card gains barrier and Eternal as long as it's recovered. That's awesome. Whenever you play a chant, if there was first chant you played this turn, recover this card. If this is the second chant you played this card, put 4/1 counters on this card. If this was the third chant you played this turn, recover up to 2 magic stones you control. If there was a 4th chant you played this turn, cancel any number of target spells and or active or automatic abilities. I see this guy getting out of hand.
Yeah, no, a lot of people do believe that he's one of the better rulers of the set because he does a lot. Currently, how I believe he reads is he has to be on the backside for his chance stuff to see the chance trigger. So he can't just retroactively get the chance.
Yeah.
So what I mean is when he has to be flipped and then you start your first chant, second chant, third chant thing.
Which is awkwardly weird because of how forcible timestamps are. It's usually like it's blanket for the turn. But yeah, once he flips, then it starts the count.
Yeah, so he's really, really cool. He's gonna be annoying because when he's untapped, he has barrier.
Yeah, and Eternal. So like that's the strongest part about him.
So like we've dealt with rulers that have barrier before, and they're really super annoying to deal with.
Yeah.
And he just gets to be angry. Like when you judgment this dude, you don't really want to swing with him unless you need to, or have a way to untap him, because, I mean...
Yeah, you swing, they try to do something, you're like, all right, I pay 1 blue, draw a card, untap him, Eternal.
It's pretty dumb. It's pretty dumb. He's
then
going to be pretty good.
I swing again, and then we'll see what happens after that.
And you get free additions with the contract.
Yeah, you get free additions, you draw 2 cards.
And you think about it, you already have 1 addition in play at the start of the game because of the cocoon. So you're already at 2 additions by the time you get to contract, hopefully.
That's the easiest, best contract so far.
Yeah. Next is Judgment of the Solari. It is 1 red and 1 white. Choose 1. If you control a ruler under contract, you may choose up to 3 instead. Oof. This card does 300 damage multiplied by X to your opponent, where X is the number of cards in your opponent's hand. You gain that much life.
Hell yeah, I'm down.
Destroy all non-Magic Stone, non-J Resonator entities your opponent controls. Destroy all rest of J Resonators your opponent controls. Tap Messiah to do this. So you tap the red-white ruler on the back, and you get to kill the things.
You get to do all 3 things.
Yeah. This card is pretty good. I really like this card, even
Yes.
if it's just paying the mana, because you get to do a lot for it. You're like, cool, kill your stuff, or
take a lot of damage.
do a whole lot.
Yeah, this card's
Extremely good.
Extremely good, for sure.
And the art is amazing.
Yeah, it really is. The Tau Pad really shows, oh my god. Here's Moo Moo, Servant of the Falchion. Green-blue Moo Moo Tribe. 7, quick cast, enter. Produce 2 wheels in combination of blue and green. Spend this only in play chance. Tap, recover a magic stone you control. If you control a ruler under contract, recover up to 2 magic stones instead. Play this ability only once per turn, and only if you played a chant this turn. Okay, in combination with Falchion, it can get really good. But I don't want to play Moo Moo. I want to play Mimi. Get out of here.
However,
messed up.
I think this Moo Moo is better than like almost every Mimi tribe ever.
Almost, except for Chimimi herself.
There's like
in the
2
recent-
that this is not better than, but most of them, this is better than most of them.
This one's great, actually.
Yeah.
I hate it. And it's a 7/7, so it's powerful.
But yeah, if you're playing Falchion, you play this dude because it's
Yeah.
in the deck for a reason.
You literally play this, and then you have the mana to use a cancel or counter target, whatever.
Yeah, because it literally gives you free mana back, so you can play all your chants to do all of his other bullshit.
It's a really great card.
Yeah.
I hate it.
Knight of the Legendary Vampire. It is a black-green contract. Put the top X cards of your deck into the graveyard. Destroy any number of target non-Magic Stone, non-Cocoon entities with a combined cost of X or less, where X is the number of Magic Stones you control. If there are 7 more cards in your graveyard, you may contract with Asuka. This one is by far one of the easiest ones to get, just because you mill yourself
7, whatever.
and you're like, hey, cool, do stuff. And it literally, I like this one as one of the best ones because it's 2 mana kill X things.
Yeah.
Where X is my stones, and I get free dudes. Like, because when she turns into End of Night, she's a 7/10 with flying. Choose any number of target resonators with combined total cost of X or less in all graveyards, and play them without paying their cost, where X is the number of magic stones you control.
That is insane. We good.
Yeah. So she's like, hey, I'm gonna bring back whatever I want.
Oof.
Because I didn't realize it was in all graveyards. It's not
Yeah,
just yours.
that's
So you're like, oh, you have a
all.
cool dude? I need it. And it's equal to your stones. So you're
And-
like, cool, whatever.
Any number of target. Oh my god. So
Yeah, so if you have 5 stones, you can get their Garion if it's in the graveyard, or you can get 5 1-drops. Or, like one of the dudes at the shop has done here, you can just be like, I get 5 antibodies because I'm an asshole.
that
Wow!
that's true.
And I was like, ugh, ugh.
I'm just choose any number of target resonators with combined total cost of X or less. And you can literally just do this and then have the red card that says give all your dudes swiftness and pump them up and swing if you want to. This card's insane.
Yeah, no, this is, in my opinion, this is probably one of the best rulers in the set.
Yep.
I really do think End of Night is going to be probably my main ruler I play for now, or not, or like one of the best rulers of the set for sure.
Yeah.
I like it.
I like it. It's good. Super good. Night of the Phantom Moon is a chant, blue-white, quick cast. Recover up to 2 target Fairy Tale J Resonators. They gain +2/+2 into turn. Mastery, Fairy Tale, so you tap a Fairy Tale. Do this. It's very simple, cute, but I wouldn't play this. Well, I don't know. Recover up to 2. If you do like a combo-ish thing, that would be pretty good.
The best part
That's
of
meh.
this card is that a Resonator Fairy Tale can play it for free.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be a ruler. It doesn't have to be anything
Yeah,
special.
this
It's just
can-
a Fairy Tale.
It could be in a Fairy Tale deck without the set at all.
Or if you have the silly addition that's a fairy tale, you're like, tap this addition, do things.
Yeah.
Neat. So I think it's got its place.
Yeah.
Again, it's one of those I don't think you play more than like 2 of. So I'm going to put it in the like semi-good, but not like great.
Agreed.
Next up is Painful Blow. It is a red and a black chant. Quick cast. Rest target resonator. J resonator. If damage will be dealt to this chosen target. This turn it deals double instead. Produce a red. Draw a card. Mastery Berserker. If you're tapping Berserker to play this card, you're doing things wrong.
Yeah, you're losing.
Like
so...
not really, because I guess you can pay the red to untap him, but this card doesn't really feel like it's worth it to me. Because he's already like a 2,000, I think, or something ridiculous.
10-10 or 8.
He's an 8/8, but
so the reason why it can be almost okay. No. It's because you rest target J Resonator so you can swing with Berserker to do the damage to kill the person, to do double damage pretty much or whatever. Wait, so hold on.
It does literally play. You tap Berserker, untaps it, or you pay the red that he produces to untap him. So it allows you to play this for free with Berserker and do double damage. So I guess it's kind of cool. I still don't think it's worth it Berserker wise because he can already do a lot.
Yeah, pretty much. I want to test it out to see how good it is.
Yeah.
Because it does produce the red to untap him anyway. Then you draw a card and you swing into the dude that you do it and it deals double. So it's 16 damage.
I think if
to
you're
the
playing
face.
the slow Berserker route, this is
Yeah.
better. If you're not, then you don't play this card
Yeah.
because Berserker, in my opinion, is when he judgments, you're already killing them because that's his purpose.
Yeah, you swing if there's no untap. If there's tap dudes, then they have to block. If they block, then they take the damage anyway.
Yeah.
So yeah, you just want to swing at them no matter what.
Yeah, I think this is if you're playing the slow route. It's not like great, but it's not terrible either.
Yeah. It's a Paramita. Wait, yeah, of the dead. It's a black and a green cocoon. So this card is a field rested. Cards in your graveyards cannot be removed from the game by spells or abilities your opponent controls. Tap, put the top 2 cards of your deck in the graveyard. This card could be great in so many different ways.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
This card's real good in Asuka because she's all about getting cards into her graveyard. And you don't get to target her graveyard, so you don't get to make her not lose her cards.
Yep, and it's just good in recursion decks that you don't want anything to be messed with.
Yeah. Pretty good little cocoon. And remember, like I said earlier, all the rulers, when they start the game, it just says cocoon. It doesn't matter which one you use.
Yep.
You get to choose. So you can play the white-red one with this one as your cocoon if you care.
If you need it, yeah.
Next, we have Perfect Coordination. It is a red and a white chant. Quick cast. Destroy target attacking or blocking J Resonator. Players cannot chase to this card. And Mastery is tap a Punisher, which is either the John or the Cecilia we saw. You tap either of those, and you're like, hey, cool, kill your dude for free.
I love cards like this. In other card games, I've always used like tacking or blocking because it always messes up their math, pretty much.
Yeah. And this being able to be free on a dude you've just played.
Yeah.
Like, you just played your John, and then you're like, swing my other dude. Kill your dude.
Kill your
It's
dude.
Pretty good.
Thanks. And they can't chase to
Yeah,
it.
you don't get to respond. Thanks.
Yes, play this card.
Yeah.
Phantasmal Mad Hatter. It's a blue and a white fairy tale. It's a 7/7 for 2. Quick cast. Enter, put 2 1/1 counters on another target fairy tale. J Resonator. J Resonator your opponent controls. Cannot attack or block this card. And of course, as a God's Art of Vanishing Magic, return target Resonator to its owner's hand. Remove all cards in your opponent's graveyard from the game. This card's good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It has unblockable. You're just swinging in. And you're just making things bigger.
Yeah, if you're playing Fairy Tale King, definitely play this card because
Yeah.
it's definitely there to help you get there quickly. Because yeah, it enters and just makes another Fairy Tale better.
Pretty much.
Next is Revenant, which in my opinion is one of the best cards in this set. It is a black-green vampire for 0/0 with Drain, Barrier, Chant, and Flying. This card gains +2/+2 for each different name among all cards in your graveyard. Sacrifice a magic stone. Target J Resonator your opponent controls gets -6/-6 till the end of turn. If you have a ruler under contract, destroy the target instead.
Nice.
This card is insanely good.
Yes.
We played it in Limited, and oh my god. When you're like, cool, sacrifice my Darkness Stone after I don't need it anymore, kill your dude,
Yeah.
it gets ridiculous.
And you can't kill it with a barrier. Or
Yeah.
with a chant. So
Yeah. Oh, you're
that's
destroy
awesome.
target attacking dude or something like that? No. Get out of here. Card is insanely strong, and it's also just big.
Yeah. It gets real big real quick.
Played like 6 different name things. You're like, he's a 6/6 or 12/12. Cool. Let's go.
With drain.
Yeah.
Super good.
Dude is nuts. And you can tap him to play the silly black card we talked about earlier. So good.
All right, Sealed One-Eyed Dragon. This art's amazing. It's a red and a black dragon. 7/7 Precision Bane. I love it. Pay 6 life. 600 life. Discard this card. This card deals 600 damage to target player or J Resonator.
Yes, please.
Yes. Pay 600 life. Discard this card. Draw a card. Red and black. Play this ability only with the card in your graveyard and you lost life this turn. This way, put the card from the graveyard in the field. It gains swiftness until end of turn. At the next end of turn, its controller banishes this card. Okay, I like everything about it.
Yeah. Yeah, this is also one of the best cards in the set. Like, all the Marvels in this set are really, really strong for what they do. Because this card literally gets to come back off of its ability if you have another one.
Yep. And swing for the damage you want.
Or if you lost life in any other way, you're just like, cool, bring it into play. Let's do things. Cool.
Yeah, it doesn't exile it or get rid of it in any way. It just keeps doing it every time you pay life.
Mm-hmm.
You just pay red. This card's great.
It is super strong.
Yeah, play it.
Silence of a Dark Knight. It is a black and a green chant quick cast. Choose one, cancel target resonator spell, your opponent loses 600 life. Or your opponent banishes the resonator, you gain 600 life. Mastery, end of night. So once you have a J ruler, you can tap this for free. And you literally get to be like, hey, cool, counter a thing or kill a dude.
Yep.
Either way, I'm winning.
Yep.
Don't care.
That's good.
It's a good card. I don't know how necessary it is, because I think when you J ruler her, when you contract with her, you're already doing a lot because you get back so many dudes.
Yeah.
But it could be really strong. I don't know. We'll have to see.
Solari, Religious Nation. It is a cocoon, red and white. This card enters the field, rested. Tap. Each player puts a 4/4 light human resonator token in the field. Banish a resonator token. You gain life equal to its defense. Now, depending on how you want to do all the tokens and all that fun stuff, it could be good. But I don't know yet.
But this is how you use to trigger Micah to
Yeah.
flip, because you have... This literally gives you your way to kill your dude. And then this gives your opponent another dude that you can kill.
Yep.
So you're like, cool, you both get a token, and I'm going to sack mine to gain life. So it triggers my death, and then I got to kill one on your side. So it's relatively simple to do.
Yeah. It's a little rough setup, though.
Yeah.
But you still have the white guy that can be, like, one drop white. Your tokens don't untap or anything.
But I mean, it's not like super hard setup, because you literally get this on turn 1.
Yeah.
Or before the
Or
game
free.
starts. Yeah. But yeah, like you said, if you have the Inquisitor, this is what I played in the sealed, as this with like Inquisitor, and like when you get multiple of these enchantments, it gets out of hand really quickly, because you're like, we make 3 dudes each, and
Yeah.
I'll tap down all your dudes.
Yep.
Don't care.
Or swing and kill your dudes.
And then yeah, this with that Stalwart Steadfast card is nuts, because you're like, make 3 dudes, all my dudes get +5, because I can. It's gross.
Yeah.
The Flight of the Holy Sword is a blue-white contract. Quick cast, choose one. Non-magic stone entities you control gain Eternal and Barrier. Till the end of the game, you may play all God's Arts abilities. You've already played this game additional time.
Heck yeah.
Awakening a blue and a white, you may contract with this card with their Stella. So for 4 mana, you contract, and you can play additional God's Arts. Pretty good. He turns into Excalibur Chrono Gear.
Whoa.
So we're getting mechs.
Whoa, we're getting Gundam now. Here.
He is a 2000 with flying. Enter, destroy all other non-magic stone entities. Draw a card. Players cannot chase this ability. If damage would be dealt to you, it's dealt to this card instead.
So yeah, destroys all. That's you and your opponents, but you have a 20/20,
Yeah.
and it has. You can say Eternal Barrier until an turn for at least.
Yeah. I think the other contracts, like, if you're going more fairy tale route, the other contract's better.
Yeah.
Do not use this contract, because this contract's still really, really good. Because if you have the 4 mana, you're just like, cool, let's do this.
The other ones, early game, late game, you can do this and be like, all right, let's just
Yeah.
try to end this, please.
It gets kind of crazy.
The Great Wall of the 12 Sacred Knights. That's a blue and a white. Enter, draw a card. It's a cocoon. You gain barrier. Prevent all damage that would be dealt to you. If 900 or more damage was prevented by this ability this turn, destroy this card. I would just love to have this cocoon all the time.
This cocoon really does
Does some work.
get in the way.
Yeah, for sure.
The amount of times I had to go through this cocoon is terrible. Because, like, I was playing the dude in draft, and he was just like, oh, it's about to die. Let's play that dude that bounces into my hand.
Yep. I'll just play it again.
And I was just like, I hate you.
I hate all this.
But so the way this works is anything that's under 900 damage gets prevented. Doesn't matter.
Yep.
So 400, 500s, all those. And if it equals up to 900 or more, then it gets popped. and it triggers on each one. So if you have multiples of these, they all pop at the same time. It does not stack.
Which is gross, yeah.
So don't play more than one at a time. But once they pop the first one, then your damage that goes to you actually goes to you. Unless you're like, play another one.
Yeah. If anything, you draw an extra card
Yeah.
at the beginning of the turn, no matter what color.
Yeah, and you're like Cocoon, I have a $900 bubble and a draw card. And I have Barrier, so thanks. Underground Fighting Arena in Narrow Valley. Is a red-black Cocoon. Your opponent cannot gain life. J resonators you control get +X/+X, where X is the number of times J resonators you control attack this turn.
Well, they just want me to play red-black, don't they?
Yeah.
This card's so good.
Yeah, I was just like, when I saw this red-black stuff, I was like, Cardwell's going to play red-black because he's going to want to.
Yeah. Don't get life because I'm going to pummel you as quickly as possible, and my dudes get bigger every time.
Yeah, and it does trigger on each one, so your first one attacks, it gets +1.
Yep.
Second one gets +2, so forth, so on. And it gets kind of out of hand pretty quickly.
Yep. And your opponents can't gain double life or triple life.
And you get this on turn 1.
Yeah, turn 1.
Yeah, thanks.
Do it. A zombie returning from the Pyramida of the Dead. Okay. Darkness and green zombie. 7/7. This card would be put into your graveyard from your deck. Put it in the field instead. Enter. Put the top 2 cards of your deck in the graveyard. It helps itself and all your. That's what you're trying to do. I don't know if you would put this in there, honestly.
It's cool.
It's cool. It's a build around, but black and green too. You can do a lot more things.
Well, no, I actually would put this in there because you have a lot of cards that mill yourself. So if
Yeah.
you're milling from the deck to this card, then this comes into play for free.
And this is 7/7.
And it mills you 2 more once it does that. So it's pretty good.
It could chain react if your deck is highly good enough.
Yeah. That is it for multicolor. We're going to dive into the colorless stuff for all the Ainz support. And the first one we have is the Attack Trooper of Ainz. He has a 2-drop gears, so all this is colorless. He's a 6/4 with Enter. This card deals 200 damage multiplied by X to up to 1 target J resonator, where X is the combined number of gears you control in their field and you own revealed.
So already 5 times 2, so 10.
Yeah. So you're already like, we're going to do some damage. I don't know how many of these you use. I don't know what the number is on all these, but you definitely want to use all these if you're playing gears, just because it's free gears for you and they all get better. I just don't know the number breakdown yet of what those would be.
Yeah, exactly. We'll see. Chronopawns. It's 1 drop gears. It's a 4/4. You may have up to 8 copies of this card in your deck. Mastery gears. You can tap a gear to play it. So you can just like blah, 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 blah. Just pop up. Oh my god, this card's ridiculous.
Yeah, but know that if you play this card, you cannot play the dragon. Because as of today, they had the new ban list come out, and this card got banned with the Dragon of Solaris. So if you're playing Dragon, you can't play this because it's too good.
Too good.
Because like you said, you're just like, tap this to play each other, and then play Dragon.
Yep, done.
Defense Trooper of Ainz. He has a 2-drop gears for a 4/6. When this card is put into a graveyard from the field, put another gears from your graveyard into your hand.
Heck yeah, done.
So help you graveyard recur all your gears when they kill them, because they're gonna.
Gears Faction. It's a 2-drop chant, quick cast. Draw X cards where X is the number of Gears resonators with different names you control. You may reveal a light, fire, water, wind, or darkness gears you own from outside the game that does not share the same name with the other gears you have revealed, and keep it revealed until in the game. When other gears show up, because there was only 1 per color, then yeah, we'll do it. Or you can just don't even play the gear ruler and just play this. And see where it goes.
I mean, you could. I would not recommend.
You can
doing
play
that.
Aramaki with this, because he's colorless, and you can just
Oh my god!
there.
Get out with that.
get there, Aramaki. Let's
No.
go.
You just want that.
It's cyborgs and gears. They go together. Just saying.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna let you enjoy that
Ghost
right
in
now.
the Shell. Come on.
Gearsification Facility of Solaris. It is an edition Solaris, so it is one of the editions that Homeboy can go get. Resonators with gears counters on them become gears. Pay 1, produce 1 will of any attribute. Pay this ability only once per turn. Tap recover ruler you control with no attribute. Put a gear counter on target resonator you control. So yes, this could work for you, stupid Aramaki better.
It's happening.
I know.
It's
I
just
hate
happening.
it. But this card also really just does help out gears because you literally get free mana. Like you get a mana of any color this way.
Yeah.
It can only do once per turn, but that's fine. And you go get this on turn 1 if you need it. So you're like, hey, cool, go get this. Let's do things. It's definitely usable in Gears. I don't know how many you play. I don't really know if it's like crazy, but it does help.
Light of Solaris. It's a 3-drop chant. Quick cast, put 2 1/1 counters on each Gears Resonators you control, draw a card, and then if you have Eins, then you tap it and then play it for free, which might be worth it.
Yeah.
Depending on how it goes.
It is kind of cool if you have that Solaris we just talked about, then you're like, cool, tap Eins, all my dudes get +2 counters, and then untap it. So you're like, cool, I get to swing in with my new 2 counters.
Yep.
So yeah, definitely use this card. I think like a solid 3 of on this card's pretty good.
Yeah.
The other Solaris edition is Outer Space. It is 1-drop edition. Enter, draw a card. Your opponent pays 1 more to do Judgment or pay Revolution orders. So tap, target J Resonator, loses swiftness and flying until the end of turn.
That's weird.
This card wrecks old rulers. It's just like, hey, no.
Yeah.
Stop it. You're doing things I don't want you to do.
That's good. If you have multiples of them, it just makes their life harder.
yeah, it does.
Especially Revolution orders.
Oh, your 1-drop that you want Revolutioned? No.
2, 3, 4 drops?
yeah, no. Thanks. It's
Great.
pretty dumb.
Play 4.
Pretty
I
good.
would play 4. You draw cards.
Yeah, it literally gives you free draw cards. So, pretty good.
Prototype Magi Trooper. It costs 0. It's a gear. It's a 1/1. Enter. If you don't control another card named Prototype Magi Trooper, draw a card. This card's great.
Yeah.
It's free.
I will free draw a card and get a body in play that gets bigger.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Instantly. Yes. Do
All
it.
day, every day.
Do it.
Rain of Comets. It is a 3-drop chant. Quick cast. This card deals X damage to each Resonator. J Resonator your opponent controls, where X is the combined number of gears you control in the field and own revealed outside the game. J Resonators dealt damage this way lose all abilities until the end of turn. Tap Eins to play this card.
Wow, this card's great.
Yeah, this card's real strong because it's your board clear. And if it's not a board clear, it makes them have no abilities.
Yeah.
So your Leo Wolf that's cute, you're like, no, get out of here. It dies now. Cool.
Just anything and everything.
Yeah, it's gross.
Do it. Play it.
Definitely play this card if you're playing 9s.
Yeah, for sure. Satellite Shield of Solaris. It's one colorless, quick cast. Discard this card. Target Gears J Resonator control gets +0/+1000 in a turn. It's a 0/8 Gears. I mean, you could just discard this to make something bigger, but depending on all the other gears, it's kind of...
Yeah, it's kind of meh.
Kind of meh.
The Flight of the Demon Sword. It is 1-drop contract, so this is your contract for Eins. Quick cast. Destroy target non-magic stone entity. Play this card only if you pay its cost with will produced by gear entities.
Oof.
If you control in the field and own revealed outside the game a combined number of 7 or more gears, you may contract this card with Eins. Leviathan Chrono Gear. It is straight up Gundam.
Yep.
He is a J Ruler Gears for 1717. You may put any number of gears you own revealed from outside the game that don't share name into the field.
Okay.
When this card attacks, you may destroy target non-magic stone entity.
So it immediately does it.
So when you do this judgment or this contract, you pretty much win the game.
Yeah.
Because your dragon gives this dude swiftness because he's a gears. And
all your other dudes.
All your other dudes are swiftness with gears and get counters on them, or not counters, but just bigger. So you're just like, my dudes are big. Let's go, kill you. On top of whatever else gears you still haven't played.
And at the beginning of the game, you already have 5 revealed. You just need to reveal 2 more.
Yeah, or have 2 more gears in play. Well, you technically have another gear in play.
Yeah,
you will have more gears in play. So it's just simple.
Yeah, it's simple. This guy's insane.
Yeah, he's pretty much just like a combo, like, hey, I win kind of ruler. He's like a gotcha ruler, like just we're gonna kill you in 1 turn kind of dude. But he can do the job really well.
Okay, the 3 Wise Men. It's a 3-drop gears with quick cast. Draw a card, recover a ruler you control. 6/6 tap, produce 3.
This dude's super good.
This guy is good.
Yeah, I like this dude a whole lot because you're like, end of turn, I'm gonna play this dude for 3 mana, and I essentially get that mana back, or whatever
you, and it produces 3.
Yeah,
great.
Card is real good.
Card's real good to play. Never mind. Let's go. There's another Ghost in the Shell, but I forgot
more Aramaki cards.
Aramaki cards, yeah. Typhon Asteroid Cluster. You continue, sir. Sorry.
All right. The asteroid cluster is pay X. It's a gears. This card enters the field with 4 multiplied by X 1/1 counters on it. Remove 4 1/1 counters from this card. Choose 1. Play this ability only once per turn. This card deals 400 damage to target player or J Resonator. Put 4/1 counters on target gears, or put a 4/4 gears token into play with no attribute into the field.
Cute. Seems very powerful.
Yeah.
Extremely powerful.
So if you pay 1, you can do one of these 3 abilities, which is really cool. So be it.
Yep. And it's just addition, so you might as well just do it. And it's a gear.
Yeah, and it's a gear, so it literally helps you get... So it's an addition for 1, or whatever you want to pay. If you do it for more, you just get more value out of it, is really all it gives you.
Yeah.
But for at least 1, you get an addition, and you get 2 more gears that you need. So once you have your other 5, you get the 2 gears off of this 1 card. Because you make a gears dude, and you play this.
And then done.
And then you're like, cool, contract. Let's do things.
And just go.
Hey.
Just win.
It's pretty disgusting. Next thing we're going to go into is the stones.
There's the best, great stones.
Yeah.
They're amazing. So enter Darkness Moon Fragment. Enter 4C1. They all have 4C1. Why? They don't know negativity, and this one produces a green or a darkness.
Yeah, they're so good. They're new dual stones that let you look at the top one and put it somewhere.
Yeah. Simple. Easy.
And they are moon protections, so all those cards that do moon protection extra stuff, these trigger for those.
Yeah.
We also have the red-black one, which is 4C and is the Fire Moon Stone, or Fire Moon Fragment.
Insane. We have Light Moon Fragment, which is white and red, 4C1.
And then the Satellite Crystal, which is the Gears Stone, which is pretty good too. You may have any number of copies of this card in your Magic Stone deck, produce a 1, or colorless, and then produce 1 wheel of any attribute, spin this only to play Gears.
And it is a gear itself.
Yeah.
Gross.
Yeah, so you're just like, cool, get free stones. Let's be silly.
Let's be super silly.
Yep.
All right, cool. That's cool. Water Moon Fragment. Produce white or blue, 4C1.
And then the Wind Moon Fragment is blue or green, 4C1. And then that is it for
That's
the set. Overall, this set is really, really cool. I like the idea of this set. It works really good in like limited format. I've already played it. It's super fun.
Yeah.
No deck gets really out of control too quickly. I will say draft, it's a little easier to win with red-white because you get to just make tokens for days.
Yeah.
But I'm not saying the others can't not win because they still do a lot. It's super fun though.
This is where the problem is, though. Of course, we were talking about it. Of course, they made these sets before they realized Wonder was just going to be everything. So it doesn't feel as powerful as it might seem now. Like in its own little set, and the limit, what is it?
Limited or
Not
New
limited.
Frontiers?
When it was New Frontiers, this would be super good. But now with Wonder, like, will it make a difference? Who knows? There's some cards that I can see like combo decks like flying off.
Yeah. Also
sure.
know that if you're playing the new rulers, these Moonchilds, if they play a Dry Wing off of Origin of the 7 lands,
Yep.
your life is difficult because you don't get your Moonchildren's ability of mana fixing.
Yeah.
Because the way it reads is rest or recover Magic Stone you control, produce a red or a white. So this technically produces the mana. It just uses your Moonstone or your stone to do it. So you don't get that mana because it's not your stone.
It's a good old Dry Wing.
Yeah, because Dry Wing is Dry Wing.
And he's still here.
Yeah. But overall, though, definitely make sure you get in on this set. We're going to have a lot of fun things coming to the channel. A lot of my locals are wanting me to show their decks, so it's going to be pretty cool to see. And I know I have a lot of like the different decks being built. I know one dude's going to play Gears. One dude's already built Aristella. One's already built Falchion. So I know I'm going to be able to show all of them. So it's going to be a pretty fun little thing.
And I probably will build a Butler beat your butt deck for sure. Because that seems insane.
But the deck, like all the different things will be down below. So go check it out, guys. And we will see y'all again next time.
Goodbye.
Later. Make sure you subscribe to our channel, guys, and hit that like, and then also click that bell so you get all the updates and notifications on our channel. And then send us any comments down below so we make sure we get them.
And just to remind you that we are actually streaming on Twitch now, where we do all our deck brawls and also video game content. And also remind you that we do have a Patreon, and we like to go ahead and thank the mythic and above Patreons. So thank you, Ryan.
Thank you.
We love you.
Boom.